money hadn't poured into the British exchequer, Britain would have probably gone tits up. I mean, they were in such bad financial shape after the war. So in '53, they pretty much needed that oil. And that money went straight into the British exchequer. Didn't go anywhere else. Went straight into their treasury.
And that's the money coming out of Iranian oil when Mossadegh, the democratically elected leader, was deposed.
Exactly. The AOIC, the Anglo-Iranian Oil Company, where the British were getting about 90% of the profits, and it was Iranian oil, which wasn't a good deal. So if you look at that whole conglomeration of states, you wonder how they stay up, period. But I really wonder how the UAE stays up. And Bahrain, too, for that matter. You may recall Bahrain almost got overthrown back there in the so-called Arab Spring. It was one of the few countries that actually looked like it might collapse. That is to say, its royals might collapse and the people take over the state. What the people would have done with it, I don't know, because they aren't schooled in the principles of democracy, if you will. But they're all looking at that as a potential happening, and they're all scared of it. I know the Saudis are scared of it because I used to have lunch with Turki Al-Faisal, who was then head of their intelligence, and we'd sit there and talk across a Washington Post reporter, usually. I won't mention his name, but we'd talk about the situation in Saudi Arabia, and he would just deal with it kind of lightly, but he knew that they're sitting on top of a powder keg. All of those royals are sitting on top of powder.
Is that why they're worried about Iran potentially?
Yes.
What they call exporting the revolution, what they call that.
And here's something else, Mario, they're worried about. They're worried about Iran does have democracy. It doesn't have a perfect democracy, but it holds a